Good day, one and all, and welcome to Lady Top Hat's High Horse! This month I shall be reviewing not one, not two, but 3 games. It is the point-and-click adventure series, the Secret Files games. Yes. Secret Files Tunguska was the first time that we meet Nina Kalenkow. And she returns in Secret Files 2, Puritas Cordis, and Secret Files 3 was released just a couple of years ago. This was by the developer Animation Arts and published by Deep Silver. If you've heard the name Deep Silver before, then you're probably a Dead Island player, or perhaps, like so many of us, you're a Dreamfall Chapters fan. Yes, indeed, Deep Silver have been publishing quality games for a number of years. Not been paid by them to say that. Point-and-click games have probably been the games I've played the longest. I cut my teeth on games like The Longest Journey, and certainly all of the Jane Jensen point-and-click games, which are just superb. Even the ones with Gabriel Knight. We can't turn our back on that handsome young fellow. No, we can't. Now, I haven't Let's Played any of the Secret Files games in the 1 Year of Gaming series, and I haven't streamed the games. I did feature Nina Kalenkow in the 1 Year of Gaming during Adventure Month. She appeared as one of the female characters alongside Sam Peters. And that's why I'd like to do the review of these games, because they really are quite spiffing. Now, the gameplay, the story, begins where Nina discovers that her father has been scrubbled. Her father's been abducted by people unknown. This is the Tunguska storyline. And Nina embarks on an adventure to rescue or discover or save her father. And that's the gameplay from part number 1. Part number 2 expands and builds a bit more on her story with her love interest, Max. And there's a delicious part in the gameplay where we switch from Nina to Max. And then we can even play as Sam Peters! Golly, how exciting! And part 3 continues the whole shebang caboodle. Now, before I begin the scoring, I need to get on my high horse! Could someone please tell me where these adventure characters get their money from? In Tunguska, Nina travels to Syberia. In 2, she travels to Cuba. In 3, she travels to goodness knows where. They're always gallivanting around. They're always jumping around from place to place to place with no regard for their day jobs, with no regard for airfares. I mean, one day they just decide, oh, well, I'll go to Ireland and I'll go to Cuba. Okay, jolly fine. I mean, that's absolutely no problem for people from the upper classes, such as myself and Sir Top Hat. But these, as far as I'm aware, are just normal people. I shall get back off my high horse now. It's a good point, though. Where do they get their money from? Do you know? I don't know. Anyway, let us continue with the scoring. So we have 9 categories to score the game, and to begin with, we'll start with playable female characters. As I said, Game 1 has 1 playable female character, that's Nina Kalenkow. However, in Part 2, you get to play as Sam Peters as well. At more than 1 playable female character, that scores the April Ryan level and gets 2 points. The story is good, as you'd expect in any quality point-and-click adventure, and therefore this reaches the Mass Effect level, another 2 points. Likewise, the challenge is good. Many of the puzzles are straightforward. What I particularly like in this game is that the combination of objects in the inventory and with the environmental objects is very logical. It's the kind of thing you would do in real life. One or two are a bit obscure, and that was when I found myself reaching for the walkthrough. But on the whole, good level of challenge, providing stimulation and titillation for the upper-class lady. With a good challenge, that comes in at the Skyrim level, another 2 points. The music score is also good. One of the things that point-and-click adventure developers like to do is match a particular music score with a particular scene. You could be spending a long time on one particular layout or one particular room or etc. And to have the music change and adapt in that area as the story progresses is key, I think. Key to immersion. And the animation arts manage that admirably. Therefore, I gave this the jazz band level and 2 points. Graphics, don't expect a 1080p experience with any of the games. However, they do improve through the series. Part 1 of Secret Files, so Tunguska, is in 4:3. If that particularly annoys you, steer clear. Part 2, they expand this to 16:10, and then in the third part, they've managed the full 16:9 experience. So they're clearly improving, and the quality is certainly up to a very good standard by the third game. Therefore, it didn't get the 1080p level, but it did get 720p, another 2 points. The cost of these games is perfect. It's exactly what you would expect for a classic point-and-click adventure. $10 for each game, or you can buy the 3 in a bundle. As the price is just right, this comes in at the Downton Abbey level of cost and gets 3 points. Onto distribution platform. The Secret File games are available on Steam, however there are no trading cards, no achievements, and therefore it doesn't quite hit the top tier. So I gave this 2 points where it comes in at the GOG level. The penultimate category is top hats. Sadly, there are no top hats in Syberia, Cuba, Indonesia, or any of the other fantastical places that they go to. Paris! Paris is one of them. Where you might expect to see top hats, but indeed, there are no top hats in this game. Unfortunately, that means you get the cloth cap, and no points. Similarly, there were no horses. I have not seen any horses in this game. There are 1 or 2 animals that one must interact with or enlist the help of to solve puzzles. A cat, a rat, and perhaps a couple of other little critters. Oh, a frog. Yes, there are quite a few little animals, but no horses, sadly. And therefore, no points. That's the Eeyore level. So there we are. The Secret Files Nina Kalenkow trilogy gets a total of 15 points. All that is left for me to do now is to thank my lovely patrons for their continued patronage. And you see their pictures here in the patron gallery. Thank you to Ledger Balance, Zelrock Chaos, Larsco, Datchet, and Reshiram Born. For now, I bid you all a fond farewell. Tally-ho!